Can you get a baby wipe off the table?
Comes to us all the way from South Dakota.
Why is it?
Even got the price tag on it. Like they took it right off the shelf.
They probably did. Like, oh, finally we got rid of this thing.
New depth finder for the boat. Oh, the Garmin Echo Map 73. That's how much it was. Don't tell my wife. Maybe I should peel that off there so she doesn't see that.
You don't even edit the video, right?
Yeah, I'll leave it on there. Now I gotta go put it in the boat. Do I got time to do that tonight? Oh, my toes. You were deadly with that thing. Before you are done with that thing, somebody's gonna be missing a toe. This is the original one I had in there. Hummingbird 143. And the birds running. But I'm going to take this off. I want to clean up the wires a little bit. Add a fuse. I have this pigtail thing so I can wire them together, and then it's just a plug-in instead of having to splice the wires and then cut them later.
Wait a second. My frog!
Is that your frog?
Yeah!
Oh, leave it in there and then you know where it is. In the boat. You can't lose it and not have it with fishing if it's already in the boat.
Yeah, I don't want to put it. It's in here.
The next day.
Gotta love Minnesota. One day it's 70 degrees. Next day it's 40. But I had an idea of something I was gonna do for my boat. I just happen to have a board right here that is way huge. I don't want it. It's like 2-inch thick. Well, never mind. Let's go get a board. Unless I can find one in the shed. So, my idea was I cut a board that fits down flat on here, but that's wider, so I can mount the fish finder on either side, probably on the back, so it's out of the way more. I'm gonna do a rod holder, something on the other side of it. I could probably redo that one too. That one does sit up further. I made it so the water can go underneath and doesn't hit it at all. Then I also blocked off the side, cut the foam so that it's got foam on each side, kind of like how they had this one. So it doesn't have as much foam as it used to. Hopefully it's enough to make it float if it needs it. Try not to go out too big of waves. Did one time it was really windy all by myself and it was hard trolling. You'd try to keep a line and you'd be getting blown out or into shore depending on where you went. So I scored and found a piece of wood, 7 1/4 by pants. 3/4. Put it underneath that. Come up past that. Basically, I have to cut the thing in half almost. This is already a foot wide. I think I'm gonna go. We'll see. You want to know where it was? It was on front seat of my pickup. You know, the odd spot to have a square. Yep, I'm not a carpenter. Can't you tell? I think you can do too. Oh, that don't work. Especially if you already made a mark. Not building rocket ships. Come out my tip liner over here. More room over here for stuff. Ooh, know what I'm gonna do? I gotta order another switch that's waterproof. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. Thanks, Amazon. I hope it's the right one that I need. Maybe I just ordered it because it looked cool. I want to make it waterproof because water can get into these switches and they short out. It's has 3 switches. I'll have one for navigation, that's for the front and the back pull one for those lights. Then I want to mount a couple of lights like up under here or something. One I'm copying the depth finder here. I have to move that to the other side. And you have the rod holder, cup holder. He's got holes drilled for forceps and stuff. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount this on this side. Then could have gone a little bit less even. Mount that. Tight. It's actually not terrible. Must be switching and smell the city holding pond again. Too much angle. Not the best in the world. There we go. Perfect. we go. My wife was telling me I should make an area big enough where I can play fish on. I'll bring it in the house and coat it tonight and sand it down a little bit. Hopefully tomorrow I can get the depth finder mounted in here. What I do is I want to move the axle further back because it likes to kind of fishtail a little bit.
Did you just make a huge sanding mess in our freshly done basement?
No, I'm just DAing.
Oh, it's snowing up here.
I know you're going to be editing this, honey. And I'm sorry. Kind of. Yeah. Turned out pretty good. She painted like a mountain mural on the wall. It turned out pretty good. Trouble as soon as it started sanding. It's about 5 seconds later my phone went off. That'll work. Nice and thick. Hi.
Jamaican.
Console thing for my boat. Pretty cool, man. But cleaned up and continue this in the morning. It turned out pretty good. I'll just mount the pop holder there and put it in the boat. So, picked up 100 feet power and ground cable, 3 toggle switch, and then I got a bunch of E-train connectors. I also got rod holder. Amazon is probably getting sick of delivering stuff to my house. I don't know how to mount that, so I gotta push it all the way there to move it. Pop over here. Read the instructions after you get it done if it doesn't work. Sitting. I can tilt it. I have plenty of room for the back for the wires. Perfect. Puppy. That'll work. Perfect length. They're standard bit though. I would much rather drive to another state to buy a Phillips or a Torx bit than use standard. But just like that. So I'm not big into the rod holder thing, but my idea is if one of the kids has a fish, I can just throw the rod in here quick. Hi. Want to check it out?
I'll keep that plastic screen on until you get a protector. For safety. Look at that dot. So this is why I said we should just take that one that was on the shelf, because this is a high-pitched one too.
I like that though. It sounds good. Where are you gonna hang it?
I'm gonna hang it over there.
Becky. Hope the seat ain't wet. Doing a wheelie in the boat.
Don't do it. Oh my god. Oh, look at me here.
Hey, you want to hold that down or just hold it there?
Don't move.
I'm not moving.
Do you want me to keep you?
Ah!
Certain death?
Yes. Another reason why I want to move the axle back. I got one quick release. Not so quick. That kind of locks into place. But if I didn't want to have it, I could just leave it like that. I'm sure there's other mounts you can get with other stuff. I've seen some other stuff with that brand. But I could put this in my holder up front and like the spot where the screen is. That'll work. Just does turn too. I am going to drill a hole for the power cables to go through, or just notch it out with that little switch I got. I haven't decided yet where I'm going to put that, but that'll probably be for tomorrow. It's supposed to be really windy, and you can tell by looking at the trees. I'm replacing this. Quick tip, keep one of these in your boat. They work good for if you got to push a hook through your finger, cut it off. I've had to use it twice. Once on a northern, another time on about a half-pound bass. Yeah, man, take your hook out yourself. My box kinda done. Trying to kinda test fit it. I might have to clip some wires.
I'll give you grab that.
There we go. Look at that. It's in there perfectly. I don't have nice area for spare stuff. That's how windy it is. Got all kinds of room still. Just hope it's chips. All kinds of boom. You do one of them lights under each side of that. There you go. Hey, that works. See, figure out where I want to put this switch, because box here somehow. I don't want to do it like that one. On this little hand warmer that I bought. up there.
The little baby tree frog. Yeah. Just a little guy.
He's coming out of hibernation too soon.
No, I'm putting him back. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Show that to the kids and they'll have him living in the house.
Nope. I'm putting him back.
Hide him. If anyone's gonna rescue a wild animal, it's gonna be one of my children. So we'll just split. So I think what I'm gonna do instead. I'm just gonna take a piece of wood. Gonna cut out where this switch goes. Just drill a hole and use a jigsaw. I can do 2 screws through. So I want to make it so it's more out of the elements. I'll take and cut this to match. Pretty good. Break before I get it all the way done. At least I found out it was going to break before I got it all the way done. Stuff happens. I want to do it that way anyway. Now, I'm gonna go sand the front of it. It comes loose. Of course, one comes loose. Didn't want to. Just wanted to strip. I'm not going to record all this. So I have a bunch of heat shrink connectors to do, wire splicing, wiring, all kinds of fun stuff. Got it all wired up. I do need to button up the wiring a little bit, but it works. So front switch, those lights, middle switch, navigation, and that switch, I put lights underneath there. Load out. I'm gonna try it out. Yes. Recorded the wrong part. Should have had it facing the other way. You see me fall in. I don't have the dock in yet. Half the truck was like, yes, no rhyme or reason to it. Clear view and side view. 1 miles an hour.